Good evening, Inspill Glimmers, and welcome to day 6 of Poorcana week. We have been running this little top 8 tournament with my son Clever Flamingo for a few days now, and we are off to the second match of the semifinals to determine who is going to face yesterday's winner in the best of 5 final tomorrow. Let's take a look at the brackets really quick. In order to come here, our two decks had to compete different challenges. Blurple, which is one of the decks we're going to be playing, had to face a very close match against Steel Song, while Ember Steel Aggro kind of cruised its way against Emerald Sapphire Discard, which was no match for the deck. So will the fast and aggressive deck be able to outpace the really value grindy deck today, or will we see Control finally take its revenge on the aggressive matchup? Let's take a look at the list really quick. On the first side, we have Blurple. Blurple trying to do Blurple stuff, draw cards, put buddies on the board, get advantage, ramp, and eventually just put on big threats and exert characters with the likes of the Ink Spikes to just exert characters repeatedly and remove the threats as they come. Generating card advantage through Grammatala, Friends on the Other Side, the Ink Runner, and re-getting that value again and again and again, either through Marlin's Carpet Bag or Yokai for item recursion to draw more of those cards and exert more of those characters. But will it be enough to match Ember Steel Aggro, a deck that is able to put multiple buddies on the board really fast and start questing with them while reloading with the likes of Pleakley, Nani, and Will of the Willow to just do really damage in terms of lore and card advantage, while getting some control of the bigger threats with the likes of World's Greatest Criminal Mind and Let the Storm Rage On, that can be sung as early as turn 2 on the draw with Angel. So this will be an interesting face-up. We do not know yet who is going to be playing which deck, so we're going to find that out right now. We are taking those decks here. I am going to mix up which is which while we determine whether it's going to be even or odds for you to go. All right, there you go. So even odds, roll the dice. It is odds, so you're going to be playing the aggressive deck and I'm going to be playing Blurple. So let me just give you that in the tracker. So you're playing aggro, definitely more your play style, and I'm gonna be playing Blurple. All right, once again trying to work with the tracker here. Please be indulgent if I don't track everything right away. I'm trying to get better at multitasking, all of that, but we like giving you access to the information as we play it if you want to see the cards on top of naming them. So let's shuffle up and play this second semifinal. This is going to be very relevant to the last game. So the finale tomorrow will be a best of 5, just like a real tournament finale. So the winner will have to win 3 out of 5 to get it to the top. But first, Aggro has to go through Blurple or face a wall. This is going to be the real challenge for the deck. It showed it can definitely come out fast last time. And now we see if it's fast enough. So let's determine who's going to be starting. I'm going to be even. And it's gonna be odd, so aggro is on the play. Not what you want to see. Alright. I need this for sure. I think I need... Is it a full keep? Might be a full keep here. Yep, I'm keeping everything here. 5 for you, 3 for you, 3 for you. Alright. So 3 cards for Clever Flamingo. There you go. Let me shuffle that for you. Just so I make sure you don't have like 5B on the horizon on top of your deck or something. Alright, start us off. Stitch in the ink for a Stitch New Dog. So a 2/2 vanilla for 1 here. Coming down on turn 1. On my end, it's going to be a Megduck Manor for a Popsicle. Drawing a card, banishing that Popsicle for a Bell. About the best start I can hope for if I am to face an aggressive regime. So, Angel in the ink. Let me just put the Bell here. And Grandmother Willow, the Accelerator herself, making a lot of ravage right now in Core Constructed. We shall see what we can do with this in this format. So Lumpy in the ink to sail the Azurite Sea. Draw a card. Ooh, that's tough. But I think it's still Meta Mim into Popsicle. So, give me a second. So sail the Azurite Sea. Yeah, Popsicle to draw a card. Give me a second. Popsicle. And cracking the Popsicle once again for a second Bell. And I'm going to be questing for 1 here. Go ahead. So, rebate for 1 from Grandmother Willow. Just playing another Grandmother Willow for 1. And then a Smee. So, Smee, he's a 2-quester, 3/3, questing for 2. If you have a captain in play, he does not take damage at the end of the turn. If you don't, he takes 1 if he's exerted. End of turn? Alright. So, 2 Willows, a Smee, and a Stitch New Dog. Now here it's going to be a Tipo for me into a Grammatella. So Grammatella, when she comes into play, I look at the top 2 cards of my deck. I can put 1 in my hand and 1 at the bottom of the deck. So it's going to be this one here. And I'm going to go questing for 2 with my bells here. Not a lot of really aggressive or reactive things in your deck that can come be a problem. Oh, Snow White here is going to be a problem though for my deck. So 3 for you here with that Snow White that cannot be challenged. Hopefully the deck has ways to deal with something like this. I'm not sure it does. We will find out. Here, I think it's going to be how far I'll go. So look at the 2. It's going to be 1 in the hand, 1 in the ink. It's going to be Tipo here for Taran. Taran is a... So how far I'll go here. And then Taran coming in. He's a rush character. When he comes in, I would remove 2 cards from a discard. It's a May. Put up to 2 cards, so I'm going to put 0 cards from my discard. And I'm going to remove the Smee, which should have had 1 damage already. I'm also going to remove the Stitch here. Take 2. And quest for 1 with the Bell. Going to 4. Go ahead. End of turn. So a second Snow White, that's gonna start going fast, and a Penny. Who does Penny do her trigger to? Whatever you want to word it. To the Willow. All right. So 1, 2 here. Pass the turn. So I cannot challenge this Snow White. Draw for turn. Yeah, Penny on the screen. That's your deck. I am cheating apparently. I'm sorry. Diablo into the ink here. For 2, it's going to be an Ice Spike exerting Penny. So Ice Spikes, when they come into play, I exert chosen character, and I can pay 1 and exert it to exert an item that will not ready at the start of the next turn. And then for 4 here, I'm gonna play Yokai. So Yokai, when he quests, I may return an item to pay 2 less for the next item I play this turn. Taran is gonna go into Penny for obvious reasons. And then I'm gonna go quest for 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Trying to just go faster than this go ahead has the turn. Can I outrace 2 Snow Whites? Obliquely here for you. You do not have an alien in play right now, so he does not draw you a card. Trading the Willows. Going to 9. Alright. Here for me. Draw for turn. What do I want to do with this? It's a good question. I'm gonna pay 2 for... 2 for an Ink Runner to draw a card. 1 for a... No, not 1. 5 for a Merlin Carpetbag. Ink the Diablo to activate the Carpetbag to get back a popsicle here that's gonna go to my hand. So Merlin's Carpetbag here. Quest for 2 here. Return the Ink Runner. Replay the Ink Runner for free. Draw a card. Might have been a good idea to do that first. And then quest for 2 here, going to 11. Go ahead. So a Stitch, this one in Japanese for you. Questing for 5, going to 14. So if I don't remove that Pleakley right now, you are threatening lethal next turn. And I can go to... Okay. So let's start by questing for 2. Getting the Ice Spike. Replaying the Ice Spike, exerting this, and removing it with the bell. 2. That's a return of the Ice Spikes. Now, for 1, I'm gonna play a Popsicle. Draw a card when it enters. Gonna quest for 1 here. Going to 14. 2 for 6 for a Lumpy. Putting lethal on board. And banishing this to do this, and paying 1 for the Carpetbag. So banishing the Popsicle to remove 2 damage, paying 1 for the Carpetbag to return the Popsicle to my hand, and then inking Friends and replaying a Popsicle to draw a card. Go ahead. You can quest in 19. I have lethal on board. Can you stop it? There's a Pudge here. This is going to be really, really close. So this into yokai. Quest for 1, quest for 2. And then here... Oh no, that's not gonna be enough. That is in my hand. That's the popsicle that I played, not the wasabi. Wasabi was in my hand as a surprise. Draw for turn. Okay, you're not finishing this turn, which is good. Oh yeah, you are finishing this turn. That's fine. So no, he's not. Taking 2 damage here. For 3, it's gonna be friends. Draw 2 cards. For 4, it's gonna be a Megduck Manor. We're gonna Inkatala, put the Tipo down and quest for 3. Go to 17. ELD Bell with the popsicle. Go ahead. So Megduck Manor, last card played here. Don't really have a point for Tipo. Oops, sorry. There we go. So Megduck Manor, 1/9 at the beginning of the turn. I just gained 2 lore, and then you played a Nani, which made you look at the top 4 cards. You took a hook out of there, going to 19. Beginning of my turn, getting 2 lore from the manor. Drawing a card and questing with Tipo. Game 1 goes to Blurple. Whew! That was close. So, to recap, Blurple was able to do exactly what the deck was built to do, which means recurring the ice spikes to remove the characters as they come down, which was capital in this case because it ended up on 1 point, but still having a bit of trouble dealing with those pesky little Snow Whites that you found 2 of. And looking at the list, there is not a single card in there that can cleanly remove the Snow White. So this is going to be a challenge for me to deal with, and something for you to look after every single game. I had to just put pressure and try to go faster than the aggro list, which I was luckily able to do thanks to 2 bells in the first 2 turn. That was quite the lifesaver, if we're being completely honest here. Now let's go to game 2 here. Thank you. And game reset. I assume you're gonna start? Yeah. Let's go. Let's see whether Blurple can wither the storm that is aggro. Best of luck for game 2 here. Going for a fresh 7. Keeping... Wow. This is not... Definitely not as good as the other one. I'm going to return 4 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 4 as well for you. 3. Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll see how we can work with that. Blurple still has a lot of tools to be able to deal with characters cleanly. Removing unchallengeable characters like Snow White, definitely more of a challenge for the deck. So we'll see if you were able to find multiples of them again this time around or not. Boom. Thank you. Let me put that here. Start us off. Best of luck. So Mulan into Lilo. So this little Lilo here. There we go. Lilo Snow Artist, questing for 1 more if you have a Stitch in play. And because this game is absolutely rigged, I'm going to play a Megduck Manor, and I just updecked the bell, so it's going to be Popsicle here into Bell Apprentice Inventor that can come for free by sacrificing an item instead of paying her cost. Go ahead. Willow into Stitch. So let's put the Stitch up here. Questing for 2 with that Lilo. Here. What do I want to do here? Is the question. I mean, I'm definitely removing the Lilo, that's for sure. And I guess I'm inking a second bell to play a Tipo? And put that in the ink? Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Go ahead, so Tipo for me. Tipo, of course, allowing me to put 1 card from my hand face down into the Inkwell Pleakley, coming and allowing you to draw a card. So, yep, trading here. Questing with Willow. So, just find Pleakley. Drawing a card here. Finding yourself very funny with that little play, I assume. But don't worry, I have plenty of tricks myself, including playing a crab to boost Tipo to remove Grandmother Willow. So that will do it for the grandma. So crab, whenever he comes into play or leaves play, gives challenger +3 to one of my characters. This turn, go ahead. Still 3-0 in terms of lore, but another Pleakley coming down, drawing you an extra card here, inking an angel, questing for 2. Up, drawing a card. This is a tough one here, I'm not gonna lie. But I think what I need to do, because of the circumstances, is Ice Spikes into Terran. Let's return the Lilo and Willow to the bottom of your deck. So Terran once again, 5/5 rush. Removing Pleakley fairly cleanly. I'm gonna remove the Stitch at the same time here. And I'm gonna go quest for 1 with Tipo, getting on the board against Aggro. Go ahead. Nani, so coming into play, allowing you to pick your top 4 for a character costing 2 or less. I'm assuming there was a Snow White in there, taking a Captain Hook and playing the Captain Hook. So Hook, of course, a 1/2 challenger +2. Removing the crab with Pleakley, so I'm gonna give challenger to Terran until the end of turn. Alright. Am I turning the corner here? I'm gonna quest for 1 with Tipo. Then we're gonna bounce Tipo with Madam Mim Snake. Then we're gonna ink Tipo. And we're gonna play Yokai, the Inventor. And we're gonna go remove Pleakley with Terran here. Go ahead. let's see what we can do. So Lilo into Pudge. So Pudge coming in for free once you have a Lilo in play. And GG. A big 2/4 alert that gets +2 attack as long as she doesn't have damage. So that refilled the board really fast. Oh, this is not bad though. This is not bad. For 2, I'm gonna play an Ice Spike, targeting the GG. We're gonna remove the GG with Terran. So Ice Spikes here. And then questing for 2 with Yokai. Gonna bounce the Ice Spike back to my hand. Replay it, targeting the hook. Removing the hook with Madame Mim here. And has the turn. Over to you. That's a Stitch that has Challenger +3 if you have a Lilo in play, which you do. So right now challenging for 6, which is huge. Here I'm going to pay 4, play a Grammatal. So you have this Stitch here, I have this Tala here. Drawing a card. That's not the right deck. There we go. I have to remove that Lilo for obvious reasons. I don't want her questing for 2 anymore. She's annoying. I don't really want to ink that either, though, so I guess it'll be turn. That's the Smee for you, and Pudge goes into Madame Mim, allowing Stitch to quest for 1. Draw. Return. What do we do here? I think we're still removing Stitch. No real choice here. And just bringing out Lumpy, this huge 6/5 evasive. One of the only things able to manage 2 damage on the Lumpy, making so that when I trade into Smee, I will be losing my Lumpy as well, which is not something I wanted to see. And quite frankly, something I would rather avoid. So to that end, I'm going to play the Carpet Bag. Exert it to return a Popsicle. Ink a Wasabi. Play a Popsicle. Draw a card. Sacrifice the Popsicle to heal Lumpy. And then remove the Smee for 3 damage here. Alright. Lumpy survived. Go ahead. But 11-4. And let the Storm Rage on, taking care of my Lumpy and Willow on the board for you. Alright. Oops, sorry. Draw. Yeah, Grandmother Willow on your hand. Where is she? There she is. Here, I think it's gonna be Carpet Bag the Popsicle. Play the Popsicle. It's already that. Draw a card. Banish the Popsicle for a Bell. Pay 4 for how far I'll go. Look at my top 2. This is going to the hand. This is going to the ink. That's not even a question. And passing the turn over to you. 11-4 still in terms of ink. Mulan without triggering the effect. We do not have Lilo Escape Artist in Poorcana, so very easy to understand why you're not triggering her. Here, Belle is going to sing Friends on the other side. I need 2 cards. For 4, I'm gonna play a Yokai. For 4, I'm gonna play How Far I'll Go. My top 2, put this one in the ink, this one in my hand. I'm gonna ink and ice spike to play a Diablo. And so here, sorry. Diablo is the last card that was played on my side, and Mulan is the last card on your side. Go ahead, pass the turn. Nani, so looking at your top 4 for a character cost 2 or less. Paying 1 less for that Nani with Grandmother Willow. Finding Penny. Penny's pretty good. Paying 2 to give resist +1 to Mulan next turn. Well, until your next turn. And questing for 1 with Mulan. You know what would be great right now? A crab for the Diablo. Let's draw. It's not a crab. This is not a crab. We're gonna pay 1 for a popsicle though. Draw a card. And pay 4 for a Grammatala. Look at the top 2. This is gonna go to hand. This is gonna go to the ink. To the sorry. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yeah, don't let me cheat. To the bottom. Gonna quest with Yokai. 1, 2. Return the ice spike. Play the ice spike. Exert. Is it Nani? You're at 12. Yeah, it's Nani. Yeah. And then with this, we're going to Taran. Sack the popsicle to heal Taran by 2. Remove Mulan with Bell. Take 2 damage here. Quest for 1 with Diablo. 7. And pass the turn. Mr. Asmi. 15 to 7 here. Going to need help pretty soon. Hopefully help is on the way. I have a popsicle. Do I ever? Gonna ink, sail the Azurite Sea. Yeah, you can look at my discard. That's fine. I'm gonna sack the popsicle to heal Bell. Bell is going to remove Penny. Take 1. Here, Tala is going to remove Willow. Take 1. Going to quest with Yokai for 2. Ice Spike, Smee. Taran into Smee. Quest for 1 with Diablo. And then for 4, bring out a Megduck Manor. And I have a lot of ink, so everyone's going in the Manor just because I could have recycled the popsicle, but go ahead. So Megduck Manor going down. And Snow White making a late appearance indeed, as you will win with her in 3 turns, but I don't think you have 3 turns here. 2 from Megduck Manor. Draw a card. Let me do 3 for friends. 1, 2. 3 for friends. So friends on the other side here. Alright, 1, 2. Quest for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play a popsicle. Draw a card. 5, 6. Return a popsicle. Play a popsicle. Draw a card. Ink Tipo. Play a second Megduck Manor. And pass the turn over to you. And Pudge questing to 17. And as the turn comes around, ready, set, 1, 2, 3, 4 technically, and GG's. So another sweep here in semi-final. This is a lot more unexpected than I was expecting, to be fair. We were really thinking that Aggro was going to be able to outpace, and it almost did, to be fair. Was really lucky with the bells on turn 1 in both games. Able to just find the way to really mitigate that 1 or 2 turns of aggro that I might not have found otherwise if I had a Diablo, for example, or just a Tipo without the crab. So really surprising upset. But now we're gonna have in final a control matchup. There's the mystery match from yesterday into Blurple from today. This is coming tomorrow, best of 5 finale of the decks that are trying to control each other. Blurple is one of them. If you've watched yesterday's episode, you know what the other is. This is going to be a very intense matchup. I can't wait for tomorrow to play it and see what happens in this match. We hope you will be there as well, and we hope you're enjoying watching this content as much as we like doing it. If you haven't done so, subscribe, like, comment. Watching till the end is the best thing you can do for the channel. Thank you guys for being here and following along on this journey. We will see you tomorrow for the finale, but until then, keep questing.